Welcome to Official's Madhouse. This is going to be like basically an audio format review of like some shows I'm watching that I don't necessarily have time to blog because I'm a blogger for Team Metanorn, which I'll put some links for you later in show notes. Yeah, this is going to be like just me talking about a few shows that I'm not really blogging, but I want to talk about either way. Let's head to the first show on my list. For the summer 2012 season. It just started about, I think, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. That humanity has declined. Now this is an odd one. It's post-apocalyptic world with fairies and humans living together. I know it sounds weird. Yeah, I guess it's done by AIC, which they're famous for Persona 4 and Sora no Orchishima, which is one of my favorite series. That's off the wall, but yeah. Anyway. This series has an interesting main character. Her name's Watashi. She's got pink hair, and she seems to be an interesting character. She's a UN worker. Basically, she's like a bridge for the fairies and the humans to communicate to each other, I guess. She's makes candy. I think that's what they're saying. But I think Watashi has like a split personality. There's a scene in episode 1 where she's talking about, I guess, lying, and she has these weird expressions where she's just, I don't know, typical anime evil expression, dark shadow over the eyes. But yeah, another thing to mention, the animation is just, it's colorful. It reminds you all of Suratama from Fishing and Aliens, and just really bright colors. Episode 1, our main girl is trying to, I don't know what she was trying to do. I guess she's trying to hide her identity or something because she cut off all her hair. Basically, well, short hair, didn't cut it all off. So, but the episode that she's finding all these weird things around the village. Like this fairy company, there's like these chickens that are running around with no skin. So headless chicken running around. She starts figuring things out after she sees this logo on the chicken, the fairy corporation. So she has to run out there and try to catch it, but she's also trying to cover it up so the other humans don't figure, oh, something's wrong with fairies. But anyway, she goes to this like humongous factory, I guess. It's like where they keep all the, I guess, fairy goods, you want to call it. Yeah, she goes in there to investigate to find out why this weird stuff has been happening. Why is these chickens running around? Why are they doing that? And as she goes there, she meets, I guess, a human worker. But he doesn't really work for them, honestly. He's like just hanging around. Doesn't really know any other workers. And I guess he shows her around for a bit. And eventually they come across this weird little piece of bread, this loaf of bread, walks up to Watashi, and it starts talking about, like, I don't know, like, food and stuff, creation or whatever. And it basically starts ripping himself in half. Yeah, that scene, I think, kind of won me over when I first saw it, because for me, I love random things like that. Stuff you wouldn't expect coming from like left field, like, it makes you. And I watch that scene over and over again, because it's just hilarious. And I'm a little bit behind in this series, but episode 2 came out a couple of days ago, and Watashi's still looking through the factory, and somehow her grandpa that went with her, forgot to say that, he gets lost, so she's stuck by herself with this little boy who doesn't say a word. He just carries a camera around with him. So as she walks around this huge factory, I almost felt like I was watching a Portal anime. Because there's several rooms that are just like, massive, almost like a giant maze. And eventually she walks around and she meets another worker, which seems, I think he's like a higher up. She starts grilling him on the questions of like why this stuff happening, and he's trying to cover it up because he doesn't want to lose his job. Because apparently it's a easy job. She kind of tricks him, and after that she winds up in this room with this large desk and all these chickens are in there. Headless chickens again, and with no feathers obviously on them. They're just, and they start talking, which was interesting and funny for me. I don't know why they put that in there, but anyway, they eventually capture Watashi and put her in like this cage, but she has a fairy with her, which I guess is an inventor. And so the fairy builds these glasses, or I guess summons them, I don't know how, but the glasses allow her to read the subtitles, which was kind of hilarious to me. Almost like they were trying to say, we're the main character, so we're supposed to understand these subtitles. But anyway, these chickens find out they want to take over humanity, which they made some kind of comment about, you know, lower life form or something like that for the humans. So they obviously they want to take over. The camera boy shows up before they do anything dangerous to Watashi, which is pretty good. She's, even though she's an interesting character, I think she could take care of herself, honestly. But the little kid arrives, he starts filming the chickens, and they freak out, and they start running away because they don't want the world they don't want to be exposed to the world yet. They want to be behind the scenes. And near the end of the episode, they there's a family, I guess they're a little poor and they're praying, I guess at church, and the little kids in there are wondering like, what's for dinner, Mom? What's for dinner? And all of a sudden these, I don't know how many chickens there were, but they come crashing through this window, and it lands on the ground. The mother is like, you know, excited because she's like, we get to eat meat for dinner, lots of chicken. And I guess Watashi learned that these, I guess, special chickens, once you touch them, they, I guess, stop moving around. Something to do with their way they're, I almost want to say programmed, but I'm not sure if they're robots. If they were, I don't think the people would be eating them, but, so yeah, humanity declined. Great series right now. It's interesting, it's funny, random. I mean, like I said, the bread moment in the first episode just floored me. I just couldn't stop laughing. So, what do you think about this series? Are you watching it? Interested in it? Not really. And favorite moments? I mean, for me, obviously, like I said before a couple times, there are the bread and the, I guess, random pieces they're running. It's very different from it.